up arms. One and it is dropped. Dropped by Robert Anthony.
Leaker right to the ball. And a save by Davidson.
Teal will send it to Pat. He rolls it. Bigsby just sends it over. Murray out to Patton again. And that one is out. And Westminster is going to the championship match.
Now. The ball's entered into Jeffrey. Now he throws it deep to Kipker, who gets another and one! 21 points from Trey Kipker. Ramirez. Now they got Kurtz in the corner. She's gonna try it. She can do it!
Welcome to Blue Jay Talk, presented by Blue Jay Sports Network. I'm Noah Carter. I'll be your host for this month's podcast. On today's episode, we are going to be talking with numerous coaches and players, discussing their season wrap-ups and seasons ahead. We will be taking a short break, and after, when we come back, we will be having senior Shelby Kurtz from the women's basketball team on.
The way we consume digital media in our world is constantly changing. The way we learn about it needs to change at that same pace. At Westminster College, we're putting you at the forefront of this interdisciplinary research by letting you experience firsthand some of these changes so you'll be better prepared to create it yourself when you leave our campus. In our labs, you'll experience cutting-edge technologies that will prepare you for a career in whichever sector of digital media that you're comfortable. You won't just hear about digital media, you'll experience it yourself.
Shelby, pretty good season you guys had. You dealt with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of injuries, especially also dealing with a lot of players leaving and everything. You being the lone senior, what kind of leadership role did you have to take on? How was that?
You know, it was difficult, especially in the beginning of the season. We came in with two captains, and of course we kept those two captains throughout the year. But my co-captain, Evelina, she got hurt at the beginning of the year, broke her leg, and tore some stuff up in her knee, and so that was really difficult to deal with. And we also lost a lot of really solid players there at the beginning, and so yeah, like you said, it was a lot of uncertainty there for a while in our non-conference games. But you know, we dealt with it and got through it, and you know, came through a lot of tough losses and a couple really good wins. But coming into the conference, the last half of the season, we really just came together as a team, and that made it a lot easier to lead the team. I didn't always feel like I was the lone senior because I've got a lot of really great teammates that helped shoulder that, and so we came out with a really good last half of the season for sure.
Yeah, and so you won Defensive Player of the Year with SLIAC. How did it feel winning that award?
I was completely taken by surprise. I did lead the conference in steals for most of the season. But usually that award goes to somebody with a lot of blocks and that kind of thing, and I didn't see it coming at all. But it was really cool. Coach told me a few minutes before SLIAC put it on their Instagram page, so that was cool to find out. And I had a lot of people in Westminster and around Fulton who congratulated me on that, and that was a pretty cool experience.
And one last thing, I'm sure it's the one that you've been waiting to talk about. Hit that big shot to send you to the SLIAC championship game. How did that feel? What was going through your mind before it was happening? I'm sure you knew you were getting the ball there.
Yeah, well, actually, I had no idea I was getting the ball. I think that was part of the reason I ended up being so open. There was 1.1 seconds on the clock, and no one had any timeouts, no time to set up a play. It was just, tie game. Worst case scenario, we're going to go to overtime. And so all I remember thinking is I need someone to set a screen here, and I'm just gonna run off this screen and see what happens. So one of our sophomores, Kerrigan Lockard, she set up right there on the block, and I ran off of her, and they were so focused on Annette Ramirez, which I would have been too if I were Greenville, that they forgot about me down there in the corner, and my mind went completely blank. It was all muscle memory from there. I've shot that shot 1,000 times, and it hit when it needed to. So that was a really cool experience.
Thank you for coming on. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Museums allow us to celebrate humanity's soaring achievements while also providing lessons on how to avoid the mistakes of our past. They can also amplify the voices of underrepresented groups while bringing economic uplift to communities. We invite you to explore this world while finding a rewarding career by becoming a Museum Studies major at Westminster College.
I'm here with Annette Ramirez, SLIAC Women's Basketball Player of the Year. How does it feel to have that honor?
It feels pretty good. I mean, I'm very blessed just to be a part of this type of program, you know, where our culture, you know, we want to go out there and do our best every day. But just being a part of the team, I give my teammates credit because without them, those awards aren't possible. And I was honestly kind of surprised because coming into this year, my goal was to get all conference. I didn't really necessarily specify which team I wanted, but I just wanted to be all conference because coming off of last year, that was just a goal that I've been reaching for, and then I got a little bit more with it, so that was cool. But no, I'm very blessed to just be a part of that and get that award. And so hopefully, I mean, it kind of sucked to not finish it with that title, that conference title, but you know, hopefully next year.
And you mentioned that team thing, you know, big run in the tournament. I know you didn't finish it off, but really good run, especially with Shelby's shot when everybody thought it was coming to you.
That was
how did it feel to be a part of a consistent winner all the time and year in and year out? And what are you looking forward to for next season?
Shelby's shot was insane. That was crazy because the play before that, they missed or something, and we got the ball right back, and so it's tied game, and we're going down there, and Shelby goes to shoot, and they foul her, and so we're like, oh, Shelby hits her free throws, so we were like, that's game, it's over. But then they said no, she wasn't in the shooting motion, so we were like, oh, I was preparing for overtime. I was like, okay, 5 more minutes, you know, and there was only 2 seconds left. And we didn't have a timeout or anything, so we all just got into a box formation, and Shelby grabbed one of our post players, Kerrigan. She's like, okay, hey, just screen right here. And so she did, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, maybe I'll get the ball, I don't know. So I come up, and I see Liv pass the ball to Shelby, and she let it fly, and I just and I looked, and man, she hit it, and that was insane. But just to be a part of that consistent program, you know, we made it back-to-back. Both times my freshman year made it to the championship game. Again, sophomore year, once again. But, no, it's good to be consistent. You know, a lot of people, I feel didn't think that we'd even be able to make it this far because we had a talented bunch last year. But, you know, we believed in ourselves, and I really think we had a talented bunch this year too, and I mean it showed, and we made another great run.
And anything else as far as next season, what you're looking forward to, anything like that?
Just a new beginning. I mean, basketball is so much fun. We're gonna miss Shelby, obviously, but you know, just getting to meet new people and everything. I feel that's just a big part of the game itself. Just making new friends or whatnot. Last year, I really wouldn't have thought I made this close of friends that I have been making, you know. And so I was some of our players that I don't know how long how I went so long without these players, you know, because I feel I've known them forever. But I'm just looking forward to just those new friendships, just outside of basketball or whatnot, because I mean those are the friends you keep for life.
Good luck next year. Thank you for coming on. Congratulations on a good season.
Thank you so much.
Museum Studies at Westminster is a program where students create and curate exhibitions, design programs, ask challenging questions, and above all, blend history, heritage, and culture in a way that informs and inspires. We invite you to join us at Westminster and be a part of history in a way that not only preserves the past, but through the power of museums, helps to build a better future.
I'm here with Jaxon Althaus. Jaxon, pretty good season you had, finishing third team all-conference. But we're here to talk about your overall career, which was really good. Finished your career 6th all-time in scoring here at Westminster with 1,339 career points. How does it feel to have such an accomplishment and such an accomplished career here at Westminster?
Yeah. First off, I just want to say that over the course of the last 4 years, I've had some great memories in this gym and on this team here at Westminster. And as far as just that scoring record goes, I'll say that I've always been a guy that's a little more motivated with team accomplishments. So it has been a little difficult for me to really soak that in with the lack of success we've had the last couple of years. But I will say that I know how important that is. I know what it means with the history that this school has and how far back that record book goes. So it feels very good. I'm very proud of the work that I put in, and I know that it did pay off in the end. Like I said, just that team success would have been a whole lot better than those points, but I know what it means to be on that record book, and the names on there, some great players, and going back, like I said, 50, 60, 70 plus years. It's awesome to be on there, and it means a lot to me.
Any other thoughts?
No, I mean, I just, one thing I will say is just being a Division III college athlete, we don't get that glory that a lot of those bigger schools get. So, I mean, the guys that they come here and play and work hard every single day just love basketball. So over the course of the last 4 years, I'll say that I've had great memories with some great teammates that I can definitely call my lifelong friends now, and I definitely will cherish the memories I made here at Westminster forever.
Thank you for coming on and talking about it.
Yeah,
congrats on a great career.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Financial planning is one of those careers that rewards you with your own professional accomplishment as well as a deep mental satisfaction from helping your clients directly. For example, as a financial planning professional, you'll help your clients in developing such personal financial plans as estate planning and retirement planning. Our curriculum also aligns well with the CFP Board's learning outcomes. Here at Westminster, you can also pursue a dual degree in financial planning and finance to further your career.
Hello, I'm here with Elijah Teal. You had a very successful indoor season. You broke 2 different records, and you also even broke your own record at the conference indoor meet when you placed 3rd. Can you tell me a little bit about that? How do you feel?
To be completely honest, I never thought I would even be in a record-breaking conversation when it came to track, because I always played football. My whole life I've been fast, but I always just denied track. I never wanted to do it because I never really got coached, or like I never got taught how to breathe, and I just didn't want to run. I was kind of being lazy, but only my 2nd meet I started breaking records, and the 3rd when I do it again, I think it's just kind of amazing. It's just different, I should say. And then I just like how track is. It's a different world. You walk in and you see people sleep on the floor watching Netflix. It's a totally different world. It's crazy. I just like how you see all these new faces and meet different people and network. It's cool. In football, it's not like that. It's just a stop and go.
So, you pretty well gave me your overall thoughts on the indoor season. What are you looking forward to most about the upcoming outdoor season?
Well, I'm looking forward to I just want to keep getting better, keep breaking my. I'm not even just worried about the record. I broke it, not worrying about the result. So I guess I should keep not worrying about the result and just keep working hard in practice with my coach and just keep going. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to seeing how it is.
Thanks for coming on. Glad to have you. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Today's typical college student is no longer the recent high school graduate. Almost half of all college students in the United States are age 24 or older, and they have busy lifestyles. They have families, they work part-time jobs or full-time jobs, and they want to earn a college degree. As you could imagine, the traditional college experience just doesn't work for them. Westminster College has a rich history of excellence in cultivating leaders. And now we can take that experience beyond our campus. we're proud to announce the launch of Westminster Online. It's designed to be flexible and to meet your needs. This program runs in back-to-back 7-week sessions so you can finish your degree faster. It's 100% online so you can attend class on your schedule. You can choose to major in either business administration, organizational leadership, or in psychology. Westminster Online is affordable, and if you need to pause your studies because life happens, you can do that. You're able to sit out a session and then come back when you're ready. Check out our website at wcmo.edu to learn more.
I'm here with Coach Yunk, head track and cross-country coach here at Westminster. Coach, indoor season just wrapped up and outdoor season is approaching fast. What are your thoughts about this? What are you looking forward to? And is there any excitement?
Yeah, so we just finished up our indoor season, which was really exciting. We had our conference meet. We had some records get broken by one of our athletes in the 200, and then we had our girl Monasia get second in the 400, which was a little bit worse than she was hoping for. She won it last year, so she's got a little fire underneath her going into outdoor season, trying to kind of take her crown back. And we're excited. We got a lot of new athletes on the team this year who are kind of trying out some different events here or there. So excited to see what they can kind of pull through and what the team can kind of put together. We had a great season last year, outdoor season, and I think this year is going to be just as good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good luck this season. Glad to have you on. Thank you.
Thanks.
The way we consume digital media in our world is constantly changing. The way we learn about it needs to change at that same pace. At Westminster College, we're putting you at the forefront of this interdisciplinary research by letting you experience firsthand some of these changes so you'll be better prepared to create it yourself when you leave our campus. In our labs, you'll experience cutting-edge technologies that will prepare you for a career in whichever sector of digital media that you're comfortable. You won't just hear about digital media, you'll experience it yourself.
I'm here with Coach Jourdain, head baseball coach of the Westminster Blue Jays. Coach, first season as head man. There's a lot of excitement with both you and the team in general. What has it been like so far as a head coach? What are your feelings and thoughts?
Well, thank you first for having me on here. A lot of excitement, especially when I took over. We always talk about being grateful for the opportunity you're given. I was able to step in this fall, had a great team. I was able to take over a great group of guys and kind of just to be able to see the progression through the first 5-6 months. And now we're finally able to see that progression on the field, playing games, finally starting to compete against other teams. But the main thing is just very grateful for the opportunity.
And then overall, as mentioned a bit ago, like there's a lot of excitement going on. You hear about it around campus, different things. Home opener this weekend, conference play coming up. What are these feelings like? Is it any more like a step up? What do you expect from your team moving forward?
So it's a mix of nervousness and excitement, I would say. A lot of boxes to make sure are checked before the home opener. But on the field, I think we've been in a lot of close competitive games. What I'm most excited for is to see us learn how to win a little bit. We've lost a couple close games, a couple heartbreakers. We've been right there. We're just a few plays away each game. And that's part of progressing through a season, growing as a team, is learning to win. So I'd expect to see that a little bit this weekend. And it's always great to play at home, weather permitting. Fans do a great job of showing up and supporting us. A lot easier playing at home than on the road.
Thanks for coming on. Glad to have you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Noah Carter.
Museums allow us to celebrate humanity's soaring achievements while also providing lessons on how to avoid the mistakes of our past. They can also amplify the voices of underrepresented groups while bringing economic uplift to communities. We invite you to explore this world while finding a rewarding career by becoming a Museum Studies major at Westminster College.
Welcome back to Blue Jay Talk. I'm here with Coach Sara Stafford, head coach of the softball team here at Westminster. Coach, new season is here. A lot of excitement, I'm sure. Every new season has a lot of new excitement. What are you most looking forward to, especially with the home opener this weekend and conference play coming up, different things?
Well, we're a super young team right now. I think we have 1 senior, 4 or 5 juniors. The rest are freshmen and sophomores. So we're just developing and building them up this year. Super excited for a home opener. Actually, today was the first day I got out on the dirt for the first time. So, we're excited to get out there and start practicing and doing our thing. So, yeah.
It's really good to hear. And then also, I hear you have a big camp coming up here this summer. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we have 6 different coaches. They're all across the board from Division I, Division II, D3, NAIA, JUCO, coming out to the camp. So it's a great opportunity for a lot of kids to come out. We're going to have a Q&A session where you can ask a lot of questions about the differences between the different divisions and their schedules and kind of what that looks like. So it's just a really great opportunity, hoping we have a big turnout. So sign up at www.bluejaysoftballcamps.com.
It's always good to have things like that on campus. Thank you for coming on, Coach.
Yeah, no problem.
Museum Studies at Westminster is a program where students create and curate exhibitions, design programs, ask challenging questions, and above all, blend history, heritage, and culture in a way that informs and inspires. We invite you to join us at Westminster and be a part of history in a way that not only preserves the past, but through the power of museums, helps to build a better future.
I'm here with Coach Washington, head women's basketball coach here at Westminster. Coach, very successful season you had, once again, resulting in your 3rd straight SLEAC title appearance. What kind of how does it feel to accomplish that? What kind of buy-in, different things from your players, coaches, even your parents does it take?
It takes, you got to trust the process. When I first took the position, Matt Mitchell, the former AD here, he said, you got to trust the process. I had a rough season. I think that season, my first year coaching was 12-13. And I was just, kind of frantic as a first year head coach, and it was the words he said, trust the process. And then I had another coach, a colleague friend in the league, who also said, hey, you got to go and get your players that want to buy into your process. And you know what? I was like, that's exactly right. And so that's what we did the following year. And it just that buy-in takes, trust from your players, trust from your coaches. And sometimes that's not easy to do. We live in a generation where kids like to question why, and this team, this group of girls that we have on our roster this year, even past years as well, just really took that and really believe like they have what it takes to be one of the top teams in the league. And so I think that's always been just the push of wanting to get better every single day, especially in practices and things like that. It's super competitive. So it's all all the kids. That's the main part. You mentioned parents. Sometimes parents want to buy in, sometimes parents don't, but that's just part of the process. So, but the most important thing is for the players to buy in and the coaches to buy in to put us in a position where we had the opportunity to make another appearance. So I tell you, this was a different start to the season, had a lot of unfortunate injuries occur and had some experienced vets on the team. Just, I guess I'll say it wasn't expected, so we had to go through a lot of unexpected things this season, which made this year a little bit more sweeter. We got kids that are hungry now, making it to that championship game. We got kids that are hungry that want a taste of cutting down the net and moving on to the next round. So I'm excited for these couple years to come.
Next, you coached Conference Player of the Year, Annette Ramirez. What kind of growth did you see in her play this year, and how does it feel to have such an honor be awarded to one of your players?
And that's special. She's so crafty with her game. She's always working on her game. I think every time, even on our off days, she'll be in the gym just shooting, working on things, and that's what it takes, you know. In my eyes, she's was so deserving of that award, and you know, even last year she was recognized for being newcomer of the year and sixth woman of the year, and then now to have this opportunity to be player of the year, you know, and that's something that I told her, you know, when I saw this kid in high school, I immediately thought this kid would come to this program and make not only an impact in the classroom, but an impact on the floor as well. And I told her that, and she took it and ran with it. She's a competitor. She wants to get better every day. But one of the big things that, you know, something that it's really hard to find in some athletes is that she is so humble. And all the credit, you know, even this award is big, you know, as an individual award, but she realizes that award would not have been given if she didn't have the help of her teammates. So that's just kind of who Annette is always acknowledging, yeah, I appreciate the honor, but couldn't have got it done without her coaches and her teammates.
Do you have any other season wrapping thoughts?
Well, you know, got to mention Shelby Kurtz on that. You know, she was also defensive player of the year. So to have player of the year and defensive player of the year was definitely special to me as a coach, you know, to know that, you know, the hard work that they both put in the gym is just definitely something that, you know, not a lot of programs say that they could have both, you know. So that was quite an honor to be able to do that. But not only on top of that, you know, this year, like I mentioned earlier, was a different year. You know, we had to have a lot of people step up, you know, Liv Hickson being one of them, Kerrigan Lockhart being another one, and a handful of freshmen that had to log a lot of minutes that probably didn't think, you know, that they would get as many minutes as they did. So this team this year, I just, again, I commend their efforts and, you know, how hard they really work to buy into the process and allow things to pay off. And like I said earlier, they're hungry. So that's something exciting, and that's definitely something you want to have that taste in their mouth. So the off season it will pay off, and, you know, and then going into preseason, and then we're back at it again. So it comes quicker than what you think, man. So.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Hey,
Good luck
thanks for
next
having
year.
me. Thank you.
It's complete to Angel Lottie, breaks the tackle, stiff arms, wins, it is dropped by Robert Anthony.
Leaker right to the ball, and a save by Davidson!
Teal will send it to Pat, he rolls it. Bigsby just sends it over. Murray out to Patton again, and that one is out! And Westminster is going to the championship match.
64 now. The ball's entered into Jeffries. Now he throws it deep to Kipker, who gets another and one! 21 points from Trey Kempker.